Hey everybody, Natran here, and welcome to InsureSavvy. You know that thing you absolutely need but also kind of dread thinking about? Yeah, we're talking car insurance, but unlike those things, car insurance doesn't have to be a painful experience that drains your bank account. Today, we're diving deep into the cheapest car insurance options as we head into 2025. By the time we're done here, you'll know all the top carriers, the secret factors that make your premiums go up and down, and how to save some serious cash. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's get this insurance party started. We promise it will be worth your time. Okay, let's cut to the chase. You want to know who's offering the cheapest car insurance in 2025, right? Well, it's not as simple as just one company wearing the crown. It's more like a royal rumble of insurance giants, each with their own strengths and quirks. First up, we've got the reigning champion of low rates, GEICO. You know them. You've seen the gecko, they're everywhere. GEICO consistently ranks high in terms of affordability, especially for younger drivers and those with less than perfect credit. But remember, cheapest doesn't always mean the best overall value. Next, we've got USAA, the holy grail of car insurance for military members and their families. They have this legendary reputation for exceptional customer service and super competitive rates. But there's a catch. You need a military connection to get in on the action. Now let's talk about Progressive. They're known for their humorous commercials and their Name Your Price tool, which lets you customize your coverage and see rates from multiple companies. This can be a really helpful tool if you're looking for the absolute cheapest option, but again, make sure you're comparing apples to apples in terms of coverage. Then there's Travelers, a company that's been around for over 160 years. They might not always have the very cheapest rates, but they're known for their strong financial stability and comprehensive coverage options. If you're looking for peace of mind and a company with a long track record, Travelers might be worth considering. And last but not least, we've got good old State Farm, the friendly neighbor of the insurance world. They're the largest insurer in the US, and for good reason. State Farm has a vast network of local agents who can provide personalized service and help you find the right coverage. Now here's the thing about car insurance, it's not a one-size-fits-all situation. Alright, let's get real for a second. Have you ever looked at your car insurance premium and thought, what is this sorcery? How did they come up with this number? Trust me, you're not alone. Many people feel the same way. It can feel like insurance companies are speaking some secret language using terms and calculations that seem impossible to understand. But fear not, my friend, because we're about to decode the mystery of your car insurance premium. Let's break it down step by step. First and foremost, the level of coverage you choose plays a huge role in your premium. The more coverage you want, the more you'll pay. It's like ordering a pizza. The more toppings you add, the higher the price. Each additional coverage option adds to your total cost. Liability coverage is the bare minimum required by law, but it only covers damages you cause to others. It's the basic cheese pizza of insurance. If you want protection for your own vehicle, you'll need collision and comprehensive coverage. These are like adding extra toppings to your pizza. And then there's medical payments coverage, uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage. It can get overwhelming with all these options. The key is to find a balance between having enough coverage and not breaking the bank. It's all about what you can afford and what you need. Next up, we've got deductibles. This is another crucial factor. A deductible is the amount you pay out of pocket before your insurance kicks in. It's like the initial cost you bear before getting help. Generally speaking, the higher your deductible, the lower your premium. But there's a trade-off. You need to decide what works best for you. If you have a lower deductible, you'll pay less upfront if you get into an accident, but your monthly payments will be higher. It's a balancing act. Now, let's talk about your driving profile. This is a big one. Insurance companies are obsessed with data, and they use your driving history to assess your risk level. They look at every detail. If you've got a clean driving record, congratulations! You're a unicorn in the insurance world, and you'll likely be rewarded with lower premiums. It's like getting a gold star. But if you've had some bumps in the road, literally or figuratively, your premiums might be higher. It's a reflection of the risk you pose. Where you live and what kind of car you drive also play a role. These factors can significantly impact your premium. If you live in a big city with lots of traffic and a higher crime rate, your premiums will probably be higher than if you live in a quiet suburban area. It's all about the environment. And if you drive a fancy sports car, Be prepared to shell out more for insurance than someone driving a sensible sedan. The type of car matters. So there you have it, the not-so-secret formula for how your car insurance premium is calculated. Understanding these factors can help you make better decisions. Okay, now that we've demystified the factors that influence your car insurance premium, let's talk strategy. Because getting the best rate isn't just about knowing the factors, it's about playing the game smartly. Because here at InsureSavvy, we believe in fighting for every penny. Every dollar saved on insurance is a dollar you can spend on something you love. We're like the Robin Hoods of car insurance, except instead of stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, we're helping you outsmart the system and keep more money in your pocket. It's all about being savvy and strategic. First up, let's talk about the oldest trick in the book, bundling. This is a classic move that can save you a significant amount of money. Insurance companies love it when you bundle your policies like your car and renters or homeowners insurance. They reward you for your loyalty with discounts. It's like buying in bulk at Costco. You get a discount for being a loyal customer. The more you bundle, the more you save. And speaking of discounts, you better believe we're going to hunt down every single one you qualify for. There are so many out there, and each one can add up to big savings. Good student discounts, safe driver discounts, discounts for having certain safety features in your car, you name it, we're going to try to get it. Every little bit helps. Now, here's a mistake a lot of people make. They set it and forget it when it comes to their car insurance, but this can cost you in the long run. But here's the thing, insurance rates are constantly changing. What was a good deal last year might not be the best deal this year. That's why it's so important to shop around and compare quotes from different companies regularly. Make it a habit to check at least once a year. You never know when you might find a better deal. Sometimes switching providers can lead to significant savings. Another insider tip is to pay your premium in full if you can swing it. This can often lead to a nice discount. Many insurance companies offer a discount for paying your entire premium up front instead of in monthly installments. It's a great way to save if you have the cash on hand. It might seem like a lot of money at once, but it can save you money in the long run. Think of it as an investment in your financial health. And while we're on the subject of saving money, let's talk about deductibles again. This is another area where you can make strategic decisions. Remember how we said that a higher deductible usually means a lower premium? This can be a smart move if you're a safe driver. Well, if you're comfortable with a slightly higher out-of-pocket expense in case of an accident, raising your deductible can be a great way to lower your monthly payments. Just make sure you have enough savings to cover the deductible if needed. Usage-based insurance programs like Progressive Snapshot and Allstate Drive Safe and Save track your driving habits and reward you for safe driving with discounts. These programs can be a game changer for careful drivers. And finally, maintain a clean driving record. This is one of the most effective ways to keep your insurance rates low. Avoid speeding tickets, accidents, and other moving violations like the plague. Safe driving not only keeps you and others safe, but also keeps your insurance costs down. So far, we've been cruising down the American highway of car insurance, but let's switch gears and take a global road trip to see how other countries handle this whole car insurance thing. Because you never know, you might get bitten by the travel bug and need to rent a car in a foreign land. First stop, the United Kingdom. Over in the UK, car insurance is mandatory, just like in the US. But here's the kicker. They have this thing called compulsory excess, which is basically a mandatory deductible that you have to pay if you make a claim. Next, let's hop over to Australia, the land of kangaroos and roundabouts. Car insurance in Australia is pretty similar to the US, with both mandatory and optional coverage options. But one thing to watch out for is that driving under the influence is taken extremely seriously down under, and even a small amount of alcohol can land you in hot water. Now let's head north to Canada, eh? Canada has a publicly funded healthcare system, so their car insurance policies don't typically include medical coverage. However, they do have something called accident benefits coverage, which provides financial assistance for things like lost wages and rehabilitation expenses if you're injured in an accident. Next up, let's say bonjour to France. Car insurance in France is mandatory, and they have a unique system where your premium is partially determined by your bonus-malus score. This score goes up or down each year based on your driving record. Drive safely and your premium goes down. Cause an accident, and well, let's just say your premium won't be happy. Finally, let's venture to Russia, the largest country in the world. Car insurance in Russia is mandatory, and they have a two-tiered system. The first tier is basic liability insurance, which is required by law. Alright folks, it's time to channel our inner Nostradamus and peer into the crystal ball of car insurance. What does the future hold for this ever-evolving industry? Well, buckle up because things are about to get interesting. The landscape of car insurance is set to change dramatically, and we're here to give you a sneak peek. First and foremost, let's talk about the elephant in the room: technology. It's no secret that technology is reshaping every aspect of our lives, and car insurance is no exception. The insurance industry is undergoing a massive technological revolution, and 2025 is shaping up to be a pivotal year. Companies are investing heavily in digital transformation to stay ahead of the curve. We're talking about everything from artificial intelligence to blockchain to telematics. These technologies are not just buzzwords, they are the building blocks of the future of car insurance. These technologies have the potential to transform the way we buy, sell, and experience car insurance. Imagine a world where your insurance policy is tailored to your driving habits in real time. One of the biggest trends we're seeing is the rise of usage-based insurance. This model allows insurers to offer more personalized premiums based on actual driving behavior. We touched on this earlier, but it's worth reiterating because it's only going to become more prevalent in the coming years. The data collected can help insurers better assess risk and reward safe drivers. With the increasing sophistication of telematics devices and smartphone apps, insurance companies are able to gather more data than ever before on our driving habits. This data is invaluable for creating more accurate and fair insurance policies. This means that safe drivers are likely to see even greater discounts, while those who engage in risky behavior behind the wheel can expect to pay a premium. It's a win-win for everyone who values safety. Another trend to keep an eye on is the growing importance of cybersecurity. As more data is collected and stored digitally, the risk of cyber attacks increases. As insurance companies become more reliant on technology, they're also becoming more vulnerable to cyber attacks. Protecting this data is crucial for maintaining customer trust. This is a serious concern, as a data breach could expose sensitive customer information. The fallout from such an event could be devastating for both the company and its customers. Expect to see insurance companies investing heavily in cybersecurity measures in the coming years to protect themselves and their customers. This will be a key area of focus as the industry evolves. Now let's talk about climate change. It's an issue that's impossible to ignore and has far-reaching implications for the insurance industry. I know, it's a bit of a downer. But the reality is that climate change is already having a significant impact on the insurance industry, and this trend is only going to accelerate in the coming years. As extreme weather events become more frequent and severe, we can expect to see insurance premiums rise across the board. This is a direct response to the increased risk that these events pose. As extreme weather events become more frequent and severe, we can expect to see insurance premiums rise across the board. This is a direct response to the increased risk that these events pose. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are also some exciting developments on the horizon in terms of sustainability. Many insurance companies are now offering discounts to drivers who own electric or hybrid vehicles, and some are even starting to invest in renewable energy projects. This is a positive step towards a greener future. So while climate change poses a real challenge to the insurance industry, it's also driving innovation and a shift towards more sustainable practices. The future of car insurance is not just about adapting to change, but also about leading the way towards a more sustainable and secure world. And there you have it, folks, the ultimate guide to unlocking the cheapest car insurance in 2025. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the top insurance carriers to the secret factors that influence your premiums, to the latest trends shaping the future of the industry. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to InsureSavvy for more money-saving tips and tricks. We're all about empowering you to make smart decisions about your insurance. And remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about car insurance, the better equipped you'll be to find the best possible coverage at the best possible price. So stay savvy, my friends, and we'll see you in the next video.